Good morning. Joy Capozzi here with Bible Thought for today, June 8th. From Acts 27, verses 13 and then 22 to 26. When the south wind blew softly, supposing that they had obtained their desire, putting out to sea, they sailed close by Crete. But not long after, a tempestuous headwind arose called Euroclydon. But after long abstinence from food, then Paul stood in the midst of them and said, Men, you should have listened to me and not have sailed from Crete and incurred this disaster and loss. And now I urge you to take heart, for there will be no loss of life among you, but only of the ship. For there stood by me this night an angel of God to whom I belong and whom I serve, saying, Do not be afraid, Paul. You must be brought before Caesar. And indeed God has granted you all those who sail with you. Therefore take heart, men, for I believe God that it shall be just as it was told me. However, we must run aground on a certain island. Paul had warned the centurion and shipmen that they should not set sail for Rome until after winter, but they thought they knew better and went anyhow. The winds seemed favorable, so they set off, and very shortly a huge storm engulfed them. Not just a passing storm, but one that lasted for many days. They threw their cargo overboard into the sea to lighten the boat so it wouldn't sink, and it was pitching and tossing recklessly so that they could not eat or drink. They all lost hope that they would survive alive. However, one night the Lord appeared to Paul and assured him that he would make it to Rome, and the boat would not sink, and that not one person on board, 276 of them, would perish. This is an amazing scenario. In the morning, with the boat still pitching and tossing as it had for a very long time, Paul announces to everyone, Oh, don't worry. The Lord stood by me last night and assured me that we'll all survive this storm and no one will lose their life. So let's all eat something. They must have thought he was hallucinating. But then he says this, and sirs, I believe God that it shall be as it was told me. Wow, just wow. Nothing had changed, but Paul believed God. The next time we find ourselves in a turbulent situation, let us try to remember this lesson and continue to believe God to bring his answer of deliverance. Sure enough, shortly after this, they came near to land and let the boat hit the shallow ground and instructed everyone to grab something to hold on to and to get to land. And not one of them perished. They all made it. God is trustworthy. So is there a mountain in your way? Do doubts and fears abound? Press on. Oh, hear the Spirit say, This mountain shall come down. Not by might, not by power, but by my Spirit, saith the Lord of hosts. Is there a river in your path, a river deep and wide? Step in, the waters will roll back, you'll reach the other side. Is there a fiery furnace trial, far more than you can bear? Behold, the blessed Son of God is walking with you there. Then trust alone the mighty God. He speaks, the winds obey. Take courage then, O fainting heart, for you he'll make a way. Not by might, not by power, but by my Spirit, saith the Lord of hosts. Have a wonderful day and spread the word.